Welcome to Bacon's Books, where I discuss the nonfiction books that I'm reading, any good takeaways, and whether or not I would recommend the book to a friend. Today, we'll be looking at Hitmakers, How to Succeed in an Age of Distraction by Derek Thompson. Book has less than 300 pages, so it's a pretty quick read. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend this book to any friend who's interested in media or business and trying to come up with something popular, what makes content a hit or not. There's a whole chapter in the book about this concept called MAYA, which is an acronym for Most Advanced Yet Acceptable. And this is kind of a formula for finding hits because people like what they know, but they also want something new. Thompson uses and talks about how story is a really important tool to find that line between familiar and new. Because with a story, you can package an old concept, an old familiar theme into something that feels new and different. And the example he uses is really good. It's when George Lucas, who Star Wars, we know that, when he was originally pitching that script to different movie studios around Hollywood, he would describe it as a Western set in space, which seems like, people kind of laughed at him. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Or they're gonna be, horses on a spaceship. But no, but when you think about it, what the actual story is of Luke Skywalker going on his hero journey, it really is that same old Western that we've seen a million times, but repackaged in something exciting with, Death Star and, TIE fighter fights and all the rest of it. So they use story to package something that's familiar, most advanced, yet acceptable. Another big idea that Thompson has is that the way that we think about what is, quote, viral on the internet is maybe not entirely true, or maybe at least we shouldn't think of it as viral, which, right now, considering what's going on, we all are painfully aware of what viral means. Generally, it's one-to-one transmission, like a long chain of events. That's really not what happens when something blows up on the internet and we call it viral. Really, that if it was viral, it would be, I share it to somebody and they share it and they share it and they share it. Generally, that's not what happened. And Thompson does the hard work of actually going back and looking at a bunch of these phenomenons of a big song or a video. And what happens is really a few big accounts on social media will broadcast that to their followers. So it's not really one-to-one transmission, it's one to millions transmission. So instead of a video becoming viral by people passing it a million times between their friends and neighbors, it's one important person or a few important or popular people with big, viewers or audiences broadcasting. Big takeaways from this book was how much power and influence the influencers and tastemakers online really have. I went and looked after reading it. I wanted to look up like kind of who is the top people. I saw Cristiano Ronaldo has like 220 million followers on Instagram. That's anytime he sends something out, think about that as comparable to a Super Bowl commercial or a nightly news broadcast. It's kind of mind-blowing how much of an audience and how much of a broadcasting platform that these influencers have. I'll give this book 4 out of 5 bacons. I thought it was really entertaining. It was short enough to kind of get the point and not drag on. Very interesting for anybody that's interested in media and the business of media and how that all works. You'll really enjoy this book. So I'd love to hear what you think. Are influencers now the new TV station? Is Kim Kardashian more important to the conversation than NBC News? I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. If you have a minute, please subscribe. Check out my Instagram, Bacon in Redondo, to find out more. I've got a bunch of other book reviews that I've been doing. Love to see what you think. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you next one.